As the semester is coming to a close, students are starting to feel what is now being called Zoom fatigue. Assistant Professor of Exercise Science Aaron PIEPMEIR and two of his students, Alexandra Smith and Emily KLEVAN, are conducting research to find out more about this newfound theory.
We were all getting so tired just from doing it, and I think they really did put effort into kind of staggering when we would be staring at a screen watching things like that. And they started using this term Zoom fatigue. And I don't think I had ever heard of it, but when I heard it, I was like, this is so relatable.
The study will partially focus on the fatigue, anxiety, and worry levels of these participants. And at the end of the experiment, both groups will then go through a cognitive assessment. Professor PIEPMEIR says this assessment is done to establish work performance following the virtual interaction.
It's measuring all these psychological components. But then at the end, regardless of what happened, you're going to say, okay, now just how good are you performing cognitively? Like how sharp are you right now, regardless of how you feel?
Although there are a few studies establishing the causes of Zoom fatigue, all three of them say virtual communication can cause an overload of senses.
You can still kind of use your hands a little bit, but the rest of the nonverbal cues are kind of lost.
Even just the fact that right now we're looking at each other and there's three faces on the screen. And in no real world face-to-face conversation would I hold up a mirror to myself while I'm talking to you.
Early studies have shown that exercise and movement is potentially a good way to combat Zoom fatigue. They are still looking for participants to finish their research, and for more details on that, visit our website, elonnewsnetwork.com.